Hello, everybody. So glad to be here with you today. Here is day 2 of this challenge, 5 days and 5 ways to increase your sales right now. A very potent time doing this challenge. Right now, we had day 1 yesterday, and I'm checking in with you guys to see if you did participate yesterday. How did it go? How are you doing with what we talked about yesterday? Have you followed through? Have you following through with letting it be easy, standing in your power and your value, charging what you're truly worth, making a decision to align with that, and taking actions in that direction as were prescribed yesterday? So it's okay wherever you are. Then just double down on what is true for you, and that will thrive and bless you. So today we're going to talk about showing up fully. So what does that really mean? Usually what we talk about with showing up fully, it's like, man, get on every stage possible, making thousands of contacts a day or whatever. I mean, it could be that, but that's not all what I'm really talking about. There's a whole nother level of showing up that I want to talk about today. So we're going to get into it in a moment. So just as an orientation, I'll give this orientation today. This Facebook Live will be a little bit shorter than usual, and I will be focused simply on this idea of showing up fully as part of this challenge. I may or may not do some energy scanning today. Who knows? I may or may not offer channeled messages. It all kind of depends on what I'm asked to do as we go through this challenge together. But one of the things we want to do, get started today, after we assess if you joined in yesterday, did you actually follow through on what you said you were going to do to increase those sales, right? Again, we want to increase those sales, then how's it going to happen? You have to own your value. So we talked about that yesterday. And we talked about it in some ways that are unique, that people don't normally talk about. So definitely check that out. Today I want to talk about, again, showing up fully. What does it mean to show up fully? Well, again, often one of the best ways to understand whether or not we're doing something is to look at how we're not doing it. So in other words, how are you not showing up fully right now? What are all the ways that you know that you're not showing up fully? Showing up fully, again, isn't necessarily just being a marketing, ball of fire. That can be helpful sometimes in our business for sure. But it can also, and maybe it can be not helpful, but what's more important is, are we showing up fully in every aspect? So are we showing up fully as who we really are? Are we showing up as just another caricature of who we are? Are we showing up with our full power, with our full presence? Are we holding anything back? One of the things I've seen for myself and my tribe is we often are holding something a little bit back. So even in the communications or marketing we might be doing or selling we might be doing, maybe there's a little something you're holding back. You keep wondering, like, maybe I should take this next step. Maybe I should sharpen up. Maybe I should, ask people these questions. Maybe I should dig into people's pain a little bit more and see what's going on, even though I don't necessarily like talking about people's pain. When I talk about people's pain, it's liberating. It allows them to start to get new breakthroughs and new insights into what's really wanting to happen for them. So am I doing those things, or am I, sidestepping that? Am I showing up fully in the places I'm being asked to in my overall life? Those could include a lot of things. For me, last year, what I found is I was going to the gym, but I wasn't going, super frequently, and I was only putting in a certain amount of effort, a certain amount of energy into it that was, not really showing up fully for me. So does that mean, okay, man, you're going to just go nuts in the gym, just like with marketing? No, it doesn't mean you just go nuts. It means, what does, showing up fully in an embodied way feel like for me right now when it comes to going to the gym, for example, and lifting weights? because that's something that serves me. For me, in part, like it embodies me and being in my steel energy, right? So it's like, okay, embodied steel turns that energy on, turns on more of my masculine energy. I'm a very divine, kind of connected sort of being, and that's beautiful. And I've got this masculine energy that, with everything going on in the energy right now, sometimes I could maybe let that go and be like, oh, let go of everything, even the masculinity and everything. But maybe that masculinity is really part of what wants to be embodied more within me, to serve my tribe, to serve me, to serve everything. So I give them my own example for you to find your own examples. What are you dishonoring? What are you maybe not honoring enough or embracing? For me, I just felt like, well, maybe it's ego to go in there and start, pumping iron like crazy. And then when I got over that, then I was able to ramp up what I was doing in there a lot, and I maintained being in there much more than I used to. And I'm gonna, I'll continue to assess every so often, like, okay, where am I at in this area of my life, whether it's in the business or, in the gym or wherever. But look at all areas of your life. Where are you not showing up fully? Where are you not, like for meditation, for a while I experimented with dropping off meditation a little bit during the day. As I've increased it, what I've seen is just incredible results in terms of my connection, my connectivity, my level of being centered, my level of attunement, my level of whatever, the many different tangible and non-tangible things. Are you showing up fully for your meditations? Are you showing up fully for your relationships? Are you showing up fully for what serves your body best when you're eating? Are you showing up fully when you are marketing? Are you showing up in your fullness? You bring your full presence into your marketing. You bring your full presence in to your conversations with your clients and your service and your sales. And are you showing up fully? What does that mean to you? First of all, it's like that full presence, that full presence. Bring your full presence into it, not dwelling on the past, what you have done or haven't done, dwelling on the future, eventually, maybe I'll do all these things. But are you showing up fully to this moment? Bring your full presence and energy to this, because the liberation of everything you're looking for, sales-wise and otherwise, is in this moment. It's not somewhere else. It always ends up being this moment. Is it okay to dream? Is it okay to plant seeds for the future and everything? Yes, absolutely. And when we're in this moment, we're living our lives in this moment, the liberation, the fullness of our lives is right here and right now. So are we being in tune, or have patterns taken us over? Like in a sales process, it could show up as you're talking to somebody, it could be a good fit, but all of a sudden you feel their patterns, their stories about how they're probably not going to work with you. And before you know it, you already subconsciously have agreed. Yes, okay, you're stuck where you are. You can't afford it. You don't have the time. You don't, Are you in that kind of thing? Are you in a trance and you don't even know it? Are you in a trance, therefore you can't even show up fully for for whatever it is you're doing, whether you're teaching, whether you're marketing, whether you're, showing up for a sales conversation, whatever it is, are you showing up fully? So being committed to showing up fully, you're able to see more opportunities, more things. You're able to open up more channels and pathways for you and your clients and those of you who are here to help. The pathways start opening up, the divine tumblers open up, and all of a sudden you feel something anew. You're transmitting something anew for you and for those around you, because you're in that infinite field of possibilities, because you're present. And then and things become easy. Again, it comes back to, it all is the same thing. It all kind of is the same thing at the end of the day, right? It's like, I remember one of my ministers saying, like, every Sunday I'm saying the same thing, but I have to find 52 ways to say it. So, that's sort of part of what I do here, but it's not, there's always new things, but there's always these primary things that are the same thing. Are you showing up in that, tigerific self of yours, whatever that means for you, in your fullness? So think about where you're not showing up fully. Okay, so the in part the challenge today is to identify where am I not showing up fully. Identify those. Journal on it. Just take a minute right now. You could, if you're listening live, you could take a moment right now. If you're listening through recording, you take a moment right now. You maybe even pause the replay. But whatever it is, just take a moment, start writing it down, become aware of it. Maybe close your eyes just for a moment right now. Where am I not showing up fully in my business, in my life? So first, where in my business am I not showing up fully? Okay, just start writing those things down. I'm not writing my book. I'm not, reaching out to people, whatever it is. Maybe you're not utilizing all your gifts, maybe you're not bringing your full energy gifts or your spiritual gifts, or it could be a lot of different things. Okay, and whatever's come through is perfect, and I totally encourage you to consider writing down even more, and then just commit to clearing that pattern. What would it mean to show up fully there where you're not showing up fully? What would that mean? To take a moment, identify it even now. One, you could always add to the list later, but if you want to. But it's more important to just pick 1, 2, or 3. Really focus on them. Get it done. So identify 1, 2, or 3 that how am I going to? How's this going to change? How's this going to change? How am I going to start showing up fully in that area of my business? Okay, take a few more seconds on that for now. Okay, and you can, again, just here to give you instructions right now and take you through maybe a little bit of it. And then from there, you could also do that for your life. Maybe just for a moment, real quick moment, we could do it now. And then again, you can, the minute we're done with the live today, you can go deeper in this. Where am I not showing up fully in my life overall? Where are other areas of my life where I'm not showing up fully? Because everything is interconnected, and it could totally have to do with not seeing more of the increase you're looking for in your sales. So where are you not showing up fully otherwise in your life? Could be around meditation, or could be around your relationships, like I said earlier. Could be so many things. Could be around your health or your yoga routine or whatever. And then just take one of them, of whatever might be coming through, and then make a commitment to change it. So if you were showing up fully in that area of your life now, how would it be different? What would you be doing differently? Okay, so I'm getting done for the moment, and you can always, again, flesh it out more if you need more time on all these things later, but right now it's just to identify those things. At least if you got one thing in your business and one thing in your life, and I'm sure there's more, where am I not showing up fully? And can you see, like, when you're not showing up fully in those areas of your life, how it's affecting you? How is it affecting you when you're not? Like, how does it possibly affect your sales, particularly? How does it affect sales? Just take a moment to reflect on that. How does it affect me, particularly in sales? Like, for example, for me, I'll just again use myself. Like, when I've seen even more prosperity in my business than I do these days, recently, knowing that's so always evolving, is I was spending even more time in meditation, like I mentioned earlier, and I was spending even more time not only just in silent meditation, but also tuning in. I was tuning in. I was like, okay, and then opening up the energy transits for everything that wanted to happen. So I've just experimented a lot with not doing that, and I found in terms of the amount of people I'm serving, the thriving in my business changed. It changed and it went down, without doing that. So like, as I'm recommitting, I know it's going to go back up because I know it works. Now I've proven myself, all these countless experiments, I've proven myself it works. When you're tuning in and you're willing to harness more by tuning in constantly and in a deeper way, and deeper meditation as well on top of it, and getting that connected energy, there's nothing like it. It's the most powerful thing, and the more you understand how to utilize that, the more success that you'll see. So that would be a teaching I have for the world, something that I needed to continue to learn. Even though I had it locked in for years, you begin to slip for a little while, and it can make a huge difference. So now that I'm back into this practice, I know like that's going to be a huge key to things taking off in 2022. So that was an area where I wasn't showing up fully. I knew, like, constantly deep down inside, when I was honest, that's probably not serving your highest good. So like, I needed to level that up right away. And now I starting to see the results, but I've just recently recommitted to that, and it's making a huge difference. So my point is like, what are these areas where we're not showing up fully? Like, one of the things too that I'll talk about tomorrow is like with partnering. I used to partner with people like crazy, and then I kind of got away from it. Because again, I was trying just like so many things, just letting go of so many things and just coming to zero as kind of part of my path for a while here. And then I was just like, okay, wow, I'm ready to start, connecting with and partnering with people a lot more in a more effective way. So partnerships. So I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow. Now, some of you have put in some stuff here. Janet, good to see you. Says here, listening, grateful, took action today. Awesome. Absolutely no issue with being misunderstood. Yes. Letting go of agenda, figure out what's good for them. Yes. What helps them feels great. Yeah, that's wonderful. And then you said really ties into what Ken Wilber teaches about all the stages of development: wake up, clean, grow, step up, show up. Yep. Looking at living my roar. Radically orgasmic, alive, reality, show up in your body, present. Where are you not showing up for your dreams? Exactly. And where are you not showing up? And then Lisa says, I'm very interested in partnerships. Great, awesome. So we'll definitely be deep diving into that tomorrow for the highest good of everything. Partnerships, I'll tell you what, I mean, it is, when utilized properly, I think I've utilized improperly, but when utilized properly, partnerships with other people can be so magical in manifesting new clients and tons more financial flow. So I can't wait to share that with you tomorrow, all the ways of partnering with people. I'll cover some of them tomorrow at least. Some of the ones are my favorite, most effective I've seen over the many years, 15 years of being at this, okay? So I look forward to that. But for today, where are you not showing up fully? Decide to show up fully in those areas. And certainly look at in terms of your sales and marketing too, like to drill it into specific aspects. Where am I not showing up fully in my marketing and sales? Where am I not showing up in my business overall? Where am I not showing up in my life? And then come up with a corrective plan and take at least one step in each of those areas. Just even if it's a small step, take a step to move forward into that area, and especially the one that'll bring the biggest results the fastest in terms of what it feels like will bring the biggest results. And doesn't have to be logical, but feels this is going to bring me the biggest results. I'm going to take that action first. Okay, so those are the instructions. Look at where you need to show up fully in marketing, sales, overall in your business, and at least one area of your life where you're not showing up fully. Commit, identify it, start taking even the smallest action in that direction, even committing as an action towards it. Start engaging it right away, even if it's a small action. Okay, so that's the instructions for today going into tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be very magical, talking about partnerships. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm so grateful for all of you, and look forward to continuing to share with you all these different ways to move forward. The big thing is to take action on what's being given to you, to engage it and see the fulfillment in all of it. I am going to put in my link here as I begin to exit today's live. If you want to get some more support in any of these areas, to be more accountable, to follow through, own your gifts, start learning how to do energy scans if you want to learn how to do that, getting high-end clients, or you just want my support overall to work and up level energetically on any of these things and strategically in your business, feel free to get an intuitive strategy session with me while they're still available and for free, which I continue to flirt with the idea of charging for them. So you never know when that might happen. But anyway, I'm going to put the link in here and we'll go from there, because they're very potent. It doesn't take, they're very mighty and potent, these energy scans. So anyway, I'll put it into the comments here, and I look forward to serving you from there. Okay, see you tomorrow at 9:30 Central to talk about partnerships for day 3. Okay, lots of love, everybody. Goodbye for now.